or even like a Tusk. He just works with so many supports. So
Yeah, definitely.
I think his versatility is something that keeps teams coming back for more.
I agree. The Kunkka ban from EG is kind of interesting. Maybe setting up for
10 seconds remaining.
what are some heroes that get completely owned by Kunkka mid? Invoker,
5
one of them
seconds
for
remaining.
sure.
Well, the Kunkka mid is also just having that lockdown, getting that boat out. Obviously, earlier, Sumail played it, but it didn't work out for him. But it is one of those heroes, especially with the Jug, too. You know, you pull a boat back with a Torrent, and the X pulling the hero back, and you've got Jug just Blade Fury right on top of you, too. You're just not making it out of that. And that's going to be paired up with a Lich as well. So to take that pick away, I think it's just more about making it so you can get out of these fights, and the team fight potential with a Kunkka is just so much from Alliance if they were to have picked it up. So it's definitely a good ban.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, it's one of the more self-sufficient mids as well. And we have seen Crit do a lot of early rotation in these first couple of games. He's always looking for that play, whether it's with the Earth Spirit or somebody else, the Tusk perhaps.
Tide Anti-Mage banned. Yeah, Anti-Mage, they'll ban it out. They've got the Jug. Lich, Anti-Mage does work well with the Lich. Are we going to see a Grimstroke 2 here for, is it banned? No, it's not banned. I was going to say maybe a Grimstroke 2 for Alliance.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, I think they would have taken it if it had been available. Just that double chain frost being so strong.
Definitely meant to say totally Grimstroke for EG here. Of course, nailed it. Boom.
I heard it.
We're good. Just go back to the director's cut. It's what I actually said. Grimstroke, Tiny, Nature's Prophet. So,
10 seconds.
yeah, again, Grimstroke, probably the 5. I don't really like him
5 seconds
much
remaining.
in 4 or higher. I think 5 is a perfect spot for him. Just needs levels, not really needing those items too much. Although I have seen some high farming Grimstrokes where they like rush a Hex. But that is just like, that's aggressive. And I don't know if you can take a chance like that in a game 3, possibly going down to the lower bracket.
Yeah, I still think this is going to be a 5 Prophet and a 4 Grimstroke. Tiny. Most likely going to be S4-0. Pretty good at denying Jug in lane. He's got a huge base damage advantage. And he can always throw away whoever is chasing him down with the Frost Shield. So that's one way to deal with that slow. Just chuck him away.
Evil geniuses turn
Darkseer. And that's Centaur 4.
Yeah, most likely.
Huh.
I don't know. Alliance is kind of known for doing this. There was one game where they had Mag, Darkseer, and Mickey on Enigma, and they ran this like crazy, massive
10
team fight
seconds
lineup.
remaining. Dire team ban. Phantom
They're not afraid to just throw all of these big boys in there together.
And then Phantom Assassin for EG, and I always like Phantom Assassin with Grimstroke. Whether or not their Phantom Assassin gets off to a better start than Alliance's in the last game is, yet to be seen. But Phantom Assassin with Inkswell on top of him, where you Phantom Strike in and then get the Inkswell to
10
pop, and then
seconds
you just
remaining.
right-click away. You've also got the follow-up of, say, the Tiny, if he comes in with a
5
Blink
seconds
Avalanche, and
remaining.
then come the mid-game where maybe Nature's Prophet joins the fray, where he just TPs over and adds a little bit more damage into your team fights.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if Alliance considers a Huskar here as the last pick if it's left in the pool. I would imagine EG will ban it, and even though there's no save, I don't know.
Yeah, do you
Certainly
have
a better,
do you have the confidence to do that?
certainly a better Huskar game if you pick it last year.
And my question is, after getting just destroyed in the second game, do you have the confidence to say, you know what? Try again, right? Huskar one more time.
Give me one of those there Huskars. I think I got this one on lock.
I'd like to see it just to see maybe redemption.
Yeah, the redemption vote for Quickba.
You're taking a long
We'll
time
see.
thinking about this, man. Magnus, yeah, I think you got to get rid of that with Phantom Assassin in the game.
Yeah, because I could always slide the Tiny over to Sumail. I mean, hell, you could even run the Magnus mid, I suppose, but it's the nice thing about having that Tiny is that's such a versatile pick. I mean, the Prophet could still end up being a 3. We don't really know yet. Not the best targets for the Soulbind so far, but it seems like teams aren't really prioritizing that nearly as much as they were initially.
Doom with
say
the
that.
Soulbind. Oh no.
What am I talking about?
Woo! That's a last pick right there. And is that going to be Doom 3? Or is that going to be Doom 4? Huh, Nature's Prophet 3, Doom 4, Grimstroke 5, Tiny Mid, Phantom Assassin Safe Lane. Could be the
5 seconds remaining.
play we see from EG, but now Alliance, they only have 15 seconds to think about this.
Yeah, it's definitely... It's got to be a mid-Tiny, right? I guess it could be mid-PA, but I would imagine... Yeah, I was going to say, I was imagining you just have to pick the Huskar because it's so good against all of their cores in the lane, except for the Prophet. And they picked the Sumail Prophet to counter it. Wow, okay, the mind games are real here.
The best part about this Huskar pick right now is just glimpsing over at chat for a split second and just seeing, pick Huskar Alliance, you won't. You know what? Alliance is reading chat. They will. They certainly will. And now it's going to be up against the Nature's Prophet. S4 will be on that offlane Doom, putting crit on the Tiny in the 4 position. Fly with the 5 Grimstroke and Arteezy with the Phantom Assassin. If you look over at Alliance, Quickva back on the Huskar mid, Boxy with the Darkseer, Taiga on the Centaur, Insania Lich, and Mickey on the Jug. So game 3. You win this, you play Virtus Pro, you lose this, and it's a best-of-1 against Chaos, a team that, you know, a lot of people see bottom. They're in the best-of-1s. They must be bottom end of this tournament, but it's one of those teams that I think could be a lot more trouble than they seem, especially in a best-of-1. So
Nobody wants to play best of 1 on day 1 of the bracket stage of the major.
yeah, pick
Remember,
your poison.
I mean, if you win this major, you basically punch your ticket to TI. So
That's so crazy. That's honestly just like, because coming off of last year, did one major put you at TI? I think maybe it did.
it was pretty close, but it wasn't nearly as heavily weighted as this year, obviously.
With my thanks.
Just win one major and you're going to TI. So, for both teams, who's your hero to watch?
I mean, I think it's got to be all about this mid lane, right? Sumail's Prophet. I mean, when's the last time you saw Sumail play Prophet? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's for sure been a while.
He has a massive base damage advantage. So one of the players known for his mid lane mechanics and ability to dominate the lane.
And then for Alliance, is it just Huskar because the mid lane is so important in this game?
Is it the mid lane is important, or is it we need to make sure that Koik's confidence doesn't get completely destroyed here?
This could be the
He gets
last
off to a
time you see
bad start
Quake for
again.
Huskar.
Divine.
Just the confidence gets shot that much. This is the last time you see Quake for Huskar. We'll see.
Very well
I
could be.
think you know, you've got a lot here that could work with you. With Surge and Frost Shield, is that a dirty combo that we're gonna see utilized, especially with like the Jug?
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Yeah, Surge,
30
the
seconds to
spinning
battle.
jug with the frost shield on top of him. No one's getting away, that's for sure. there is a lot of mobility coming out from Alliance with the Stampede and the Surge. Huskar can close the gap pretty well, but then again, so can the side of EG.
Bounty runes looking like they should be 2 apiece. No contest over in the top.
The battle
2
begins.
bounty runes here from Alliance, and then no contest bottom on the bounty runes by EG. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye here on Sumail over mid with this Nature's Prophet. Using these treants right away to just block these creeps. Lets the range creep get by and then pulls them out. So not a bad job. Gets himself 2 more treants, and here we go. Let's see how this lane is going to come out. As Koikfa level 1 into the inner fire again. This is something that on other Huskars I didn't see until level 7 or so, where it was just all into the burning spears, all into the berserker blood, and holding out on that inner fire as long as you can. Is it something that's super necessary in this lane?
Yeah, he just really wants to use it to secure the last hit on the range creep. We saw it used there. Does 100 damage. Means that he can outlast hit Sumail on those really crucial first few waves of creeps. Especially that range creep, the value you get from the extra experience. And I think against a hero like Nature's Prophet, where you can't just, you know, blatantly run at him, probably a pretty good call.
So level 2's coming out, burning spears instead of the berserker's blood we saw in the previous game at level 2 from Koikfa. Take a look over top, as it is a tri-lane so far for both teams. And they are staying in these lanes. Sometimes we see tri-lanes early, and then they back off into the other lane come level 2, maybe level 3.
I think that EG got exactly what they wanted out of this laning stage. They've got the potential to threaten kills at any point. If Crit can get a toss back into an Inkswell, slow from PA as well, they can find that Lich out of position. He's definitely dead. And they have S4, who basically just has infinite regen with Devour facing up against the Ion Shell spam of this Darkseer. So he doesn't care. He's going to be very, very early level 6 with the Doom. And then, of course, Sumail. That reasonably good matchup. You can see he's actually dominating Koikfa.
Boy.
8 denies.
Yeah. And that's going to put him at level 3. Huskar, experience-wise, is about, I'd say, 50% of a level behind. And he's also moved off the lane for a little bit as he picks up the double damage. So we'll see if he can make anything happen with this. And one of the things with the Centaur on Taiga, it's not your natural Taiga hero. He is definitely one of those flashy roamers, you know, with the breed being so small, I'd say. You've got like Bobica, who roams pretty heavily, and then someone like Taiga, who roams really heavily, and a few others. But this hero, this Centaur, kind of makes it so, you know, he doesn't exactly have the same kind of game plan as he usually does.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, though, getting this pull off. It's a pretty big deal in a tri-lane. The experience can swing so heavily if you get a few pulls off. And we'll probably see him playing a fairly greedy Centaur, I would imagine. Prioritizing getting that Blink Dagger as soon as possible. Letting the Darkseer pick up most of those aura kind of team fight pushing items.
Yeah, so we're going to see boxing more on like Guardian Grief's pipe, possibly.
Yeah, I would think so.
Maybe Vlad's first.
Yeah, we'll have to see who ends up picking up that Vlad's. But we know we'll see one, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's one of those items that really came back into popularity quite heavily.
Rest in peace, Ring of Aquila, but luckily there's a successor in Vladimir's offering. Everybody needs that sort of perfect early game item.
Phantom Embrace, Avalanche coming out in a couple, but now they've got the Frost Shield as well as the Frost Blast hitting on Arteezy that chases on with the Blade Fury. Inkswell will stun up Mickey, and now he's got to try and get out a dodge as Crit comes over. They won't be able to get the kill. They look over at Arteezy, now back over at Mickey, but neither of them end up falling in this engagement. But Hoof Stomp now on a Crit, so yeah, he's way out of position. They'll end up trading 1 for 1, but that puts Arteezy in a really vulnerable spot, going with the Phantom Strike on the Taiga. So a lot of damage being dealt onto the Phantom Assassin as well as the Grimstroke, but First Blood goes the way of Alliance.
early rotation by Boxy. He really likes to do this. He's definitely one of the more active offlaners I've seen. He's always looking to make a play towards the mid lane if possible. He's going to be off to a very good start here, able to pull the creeps into the neutrals, farm up 2 waves at the same time.
Back over at this matchup mid, it's 25-18 for the Nature's Prophet of Sumail and 19-5. So many denies coming out here for Sumail right now.
Yeah, as expected, and he's actually got the Vlad's queued up on him, so maybe going for that sort of the Quikva style of build that we saw earlier in game 1, where he went that Vlad's Crimson Guard into the Hex. We may very well see that exact same build since they do have the Grimstroke, and aside from the Doom, no real other ways to utilize the Soulbind.
5-minute 40-second Vlad's. I don't know if that's the fastest by a mid laner, but I'd definitely like to know.
Yeah, this is just one of those items. It's like the faster you get it, the better it is. It seems like that mana regeneration crucial. The armor, the damage, everything, just it's like the perfect early game item. Perhaps even better than Aquila, although perhaps that's blasphemy for me to say that.
An item so good it was taken away. Okay, just eating those strokes of fate coming in from Fly, who is a level 3-1 in the Phantom Embrace, and as well as that Inkswell, of course. You've got the slow, you've got the Inkswell, so maybe Arteezy looks to make an aggressive move with Avalanche and Toss being available on crit now that he's hit level 3. But again, you do have the turnaround potential coming out from Alliance with Taiga here level 3 as well as Insania, and 2 on that Frost Shield is going to be hard to break through.
Yeah, it does look like EG is pulling ahead slightly in terms of the experience game, though, which obviously plays a huge role in these tri-lanes, especially early on.
Whip Stomp, Frost Shield placed onto the Centaur, and now Crit throws the Avalanche, but the Blade Fury comes in with the Inkswell on top of it. It's not going to bother Mickey as he continues to move on forward, gets the kill on a crit, and now they look over at Arteezy. The Frostblast comes in with the ulti from Sumail, and he's actually TPing in to find himself this Jug, and Arteezy gets the kill. Now they'll look for more. The Frostblast, the Stifling Dagger thrown at Insania will TP over 1. But is it even going to matter? Boxy comes in. Insania's still alive. The Treant's running. Finally, a Stifling Dagger gets the kill. Sumail almost dies. Just not enough damage. And now they look over at Arteezy because they've got the Surge. Avalanche comes right into his face from Crit. And EG will disengage with the advantageous win.
Yeah, this is actually a big deal because now S4 completely uncontested in this lane. He has a catapult that he's currently keeping alive. Going to be able to push into the tier 1 tower down here because Boxy has no way to return to that lane. Nobody else is rotating down there. And I think EG pretty happy with forcing that rotation. Not really being punished for it.
I don't even think S4 moves until you've got Soulbind. He hasn't taken Doom. There's no reason for him to move without it yet.
Yeah, he's just farming up down here.
Avalanche.
Oh, Doom comes out the bottom lane.
Oh boy, Blade Fury and Insania trying to survive. There's no way out of this one. Mickey goes over on a Fly, but he's not going to be able to catch up. Taiga trying to find a hoof stomp, but again, 3 heroes get low, and 3 heroes survive. Quakeva not getting anything. Boxy dies too, and that's with the rotation of Sumail. S4 able to survive. 2 heroes come over bottom. And right away, EG off to the races. This is a style change from them. Game 1, they went super slow, and games 2 and 3, a lot quicker on the aggression.
Yeah, that fight in the top lane is almost just a distraction, allowing Sumail.
Oh boy, Taiga. Hoof stomp. Oh, trying, but last hit comes in from Fly. They'll get the kill. They're 4,000 net worth ahead already, just 9 minutes in. Oh boy. Alliance up against a wall right now.
And once again, this Huskar struggling to find himself an early game, and just kind of comes back to it, like, who's going to make the space for this Jug? They don't They have a 4 Centaur. He's not going to have a Blink Dagger anytime soon.
No, and he's actually just trading blows with S4, throws the Infernal Blade at him. He's got the Frost Shield, so it slows him up. Vacuum back, and now is it Koikva's time. Doom is on cooldown, and he's surviving and getting away. Turns. I think he could have just walked away, but it's going to be with a trade. So he turns to at least get himself something. Taiga ends up dying to the Infernal Blade. Meanwhile, top mid K is dead. Maybe Insania on top of that. Sumail moving over. Arteezy's here, the Sprout, and they'll just clean up the tree, walk on over, and one more shot from Fly. Double kill for the Grimstroke, dominating. 4-0-3 for this Grimstroke.
Yeah, EG is just everywhere right now, and Alliance, no way to match their mobility across the map. Sumail is putting in a huge amount of work. 1-0-7. He's been involved in 8 of the kills. Looking for a 9th right here on Mickey again. Trouble.
Phantom Embrace as well as the Avalanche coming in. They've got the silence continuing to stay on Mickey as he's unable to get the Phantom off of himself, and the tree comes out. Crit gets the kill. Sumail will take the assist. He's okay with that because it's going to help his team push this top tier 1 tower.
Yeah, Taiga desperately trying to get level 6. They need that Stampede. Very, very crucial escapability against the likes of the Nature's Prophet TPing in behind, running away from the Doom as well.
Oh no, yeah, there's the Sprout. Taiga, he's been spotted. He's got no Stampede. The Infernal Blade at level 4 is so disgusting. I remember back like last April when Doom was so popular. Infernal Blade level 4 is disgusting.
Oh yeah. Remember when it first came out and it had all that extra damage as well?
And it's still
couldn't
gross
lane
with
against the
nerfs.
hero.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Jesus, this is just going horribly wrong for Alliance. This could be another quick game from EG, and I know it puts them, and I'm not saying the game's over, but if they were to win, I know it puts them up against Virtus Pro, but right now, if they were to win this game off this performance, that's big momentum and big confidence being boosted inside.
And it's good that they're showing that they can play this, like you keep mentioning, up-tempo style. I mean, Arteezy's still going for the Battle Fury, but just the fact that they've been able to move across the map multiple times with their heroes
boy,
and
Fly.
find kills every single time.
Might be caught in... Nope. They don't go after that. Boxy was thinking about going in. The Inkswell, kind of a deterrent. They get stunned and they don't know what's up that cliff. That could really put him in a bad way, especially with the mobility of Sumail and maybe a TP coming out to the shrine immediately off, say, an Inkswell landing.
Invis Rune on Doom. S4 walking to the top lane, hanging out in the jungle, looking for a target. Finds an Alpha Wolf. Rather have that. Nice little snack.
Of course, that previous statement's not to say that Alliance are out of this by any means. They just need to line it up a couple times in a row to make sure that they can come back.
Yeah, and they need to get Koikva involved in some of these kills too.
Yeah, so this could be it. The Hoofstomp comes out with the Surge coming through. They didn't use the Stampede on that one. The Avalanche as well as the toss, and then, oh god, Sumail just does so much damage. The wall's placed down. Now they've got the Soulbind. This could be a real problem for Alliance if they go in too far, and already Insania and Koikva are backing off. They lose Taiga, Doom out on a Boxy, so that means he's dead too. And 2 kills there for EG at the price of a position 4 Tiny. And right into Roche they go.
13 minutes in. I mean, they have the Vlads. They have a Solar Crest complete on Sumail. A Solar Crest in 13 minutes. Unbelievable.
No way
Completely
Alliance
free
can
rush.
contest this.
Yeah, fully denies the Aegis potential for Koikva's Huskar, who's a hero that absolutely needs that item to function.
Is under attack. Your shaman has fallen into the ring.
7,000 net worth lead. Aegis here on the Phantom Assassin, who's getting closer and closer to that Battle Fury. They could use this Aegis just to farm. It's not the worst idea.
Oh yeah, Arteezy says, thanks for the Aegis, guys. I will see you in about 10 to 15 minutes. You guys are doing just fine without me. And I mean, look at Crit.
Just coming in here real quick. Avalanche toss gets the kill on Insania. Taiga trying to make him pay for this at least. hope stop. The Ion Shell on top of him. Boxy moves over, tosses him back to a creep. Avalanche comes in. Can Crit find another kill here? Yeah, no. Oh my god. He ends up dying, but so much space made.
We haven't seen a single Omni Slash come out yet, have we?
Not yet.
Mickey's looking for one, but I don't think he has enough damage.
Sumail takes one shot, now two, running away. Mickey trying to keep up, but again, just decides against going up that high ground without vision.
Sumail has 28 armor at 15 minutes into the game with the Solar Crest and Flash.
That's actually disgusting. I don't know where the answer lies for Alliance. I think it comes from trying to slow down the pace of this game. But with how much EG are posturing and having the Aegis and being ready to fight soon enough and being so mobile, do you even have the possibility to slow it down like that?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely still have very good team fight. They've got the Vac Wall, they've got the Centaur.
Ooh, but Mickey. Avalanche misses. He's got the Blade Fury, so he gets out. That's a smoke used there by EG.
That's a good start if you're an Alliance fan. Mickey, though, is currently not queuing up Battle Fury. I feel like he is going to need one if he's going to keep up with this PA, but...
Sinister Gaze, Phantom, strike away. RTZ trying to get out, but they'll pop the Aegis. The question becomes, do they even go for more? S4 nearby. He's got Doom ready, and Boxy would just TP out. They'll take the Aegis and leave.
Yeah, pretty respecting the strength of EG right now, knowing that Sumail can show up at any point in their backlines.
He's still looking to do that to Mickey right here. Fly, Phantom Embrace. He's silenced up, and now the Blade Fury comes out. And the Healing Ward ends up dying, so he's on the run and makes it far enough away from Sumail as well as the Scream Stroke to survive.
But rotating over. Boxy as well, but 3 cores in the bottom lane. That is not very efficient use of the map by Alliance, and you can just see the pressure that EG is putting on in every single lane is really getting to them.
This is something, if you're an EG fan, you're gonna like to see. Just them changing their game style a little bit and upping the tempo, keeping the tempo upped as well. Because there are teams that definitely come in and they try to keep that pressure up early and then they just kind of sit back and let the other team come in. But EG hasn't done that here. They're continuing to take towers. They're continuing to force the hand of Alliance. So it's real good from EG. I want to see Alliance make a run here because I always love close games. But we'll see. They're down 11,000 net worth. This is going to be a tough one, just like the last game.
Yeah, definitely. This Blink Dagger is very close on Taiga, so that will be probably go time for them to try and find some more pickoffs. Jug.
Mickey, nice Sprout. That keeps Mickey from getting onto the high ground, and now Arteezy goes after him. The toss comes out, but it's not going to be needed. Mickey ends up dying. Arteezy gets the kill, and now they're looking for more. Insania inside the trees. They must have seen that courier, right? Taiga dead over top. Solo kill for S4.
Ooh, and he's just short of the Blink Dagger, so that hurts extra badly. Insania. Don't move, don't breathe.
He is in an 80s horror movie right now, sitting inside the trees, just Guys!
I got that reference.
I don't know how many will.
Pablo Francisco, my friends.
17 to 5, 13,000. He's still here. He doesn't have a TP, so I don't know where he's going to go. And with the creeps constantly pushing in, if he shows himself, he could just be dead. But Boxy nearby, so now he's maybe able to make an escape. No, this is my home. All right, finally he leaves.
Stops texting his girlfriend, decides to start playing Dota again. But that Solar Crest did a huge amount of work. Made it seem like Arteezy was carrying a Desolator as well. Critting down the Juggernaut. And there is the Battle Fury queued up by Mickey, so he is trying to contest Arteezy's farm. Finishes up the Sanjinyasha first, a little bit more tanky. dash resistance, obviously a pretty hot topic in this current patch as well.
Always down for a hot topic. Not the clothing though. Not my style.
Radiant are
Pace is
scanning.
definitely slowed a little bit. I see a 4-staff picked up by Quakefa.
Has it slowed
Help deal
enough
with
though?
Sprout. It remains to be seen. As we say that, Alliance smokes out.
They will. Oh.
Dire's bottom tower
They will see S4, but they won't be able to do anything to S4.
Well, they continue this move. They're losing tier 2 bottom for free. Sumail finishes that off. He's level 15, has a full Shadow Blade. And he has no reason to stop, as Alliance is showing they are in the top lane still.
We've got all 5 heroes here. Finally, they TP over Koikfa. But S4, an aggressive blink with the Infernal Blade hitting onto Mickey. They'll use the Omni Slash. Taika goes in with a Hoof Stomp. Frost Shield plays down. S4 in a lot of trouble with the Soulbind comes in from Fly. We'll see if that's enough. They actually don't even get the kill on S4. Finally, he's killed off, but they've got the Avalanche Toss coming through. Insania, Taika, Mickey all dead. Boxy on the run. And there is no way out of this one, as he will be chased down, killed off. 4 kills here for EG. S4, a man with that kind of blink in.
Yeah, that's a trade you take all day, every day. S4 just doing what Doom does best, being a tanky, badass demon lord.
Man, that's...
And don't call him Lucy.
That is such an aggressive play. He knew that they were staying nearby. They had all 5 heroes there, then Koikfa TP's bottom, and I think they see that with the creeps, so now there's that opportunity to go in. They blink in, Infernal Blade to start, eats the Omni Slash, and then the rest of the team of EG is finally there to just back him up. And he gets that Doom off and almost walked away on that one. Ooh, Boxy, not right part of town, but Mickey gets it with the Avalanche as well as the toss. They move on forward. And again, S4 really in deep here as the Stampede's going to be used. They'll get on top of the Doom, and now they'll push him away with the Inner Fire, but is it going to be enough? The Stifling Dagger comes out from Arteezy. They'll look for more. The Crimson Guard is used, and a lot of these heroes low on the side of Alliances. They get the toss, but they're not going to find any kills just yet. They look over at Koikfa, and yeah, Arteezy's got the damage to get the kill.
That Solar Crest continuing to do work, 800 damage crit, and Alliance has got to find a better target to go on than Doom. He is just way too tanky.
It almost feels like Koikfa still just has nothing to fight this team.
Yeah, he's
Nice little vacuum there with the Hoof Stomp coming out. We'll see if it's even enough as the Chain Frost bounces around. Insania's going to end up dying as well as Mickey. Sumail locked in the trees. He's getting a little bit low. The Phantom Embrace comes through. That's going to silence up Taiga. Boxy dead as well. Ultra kill here for Arteezy. And the only reason he's not getting a Rampage is because nobody's here, but Alliance say, all right, we'll buy back. We'll give you an opportunity as Arteezy ready to just jump in and maybe find the Rampage. Well, crit.
I'll have some of whatever EG just put in their coffee because they woke up in Game 2 and Game 3, and this is a completely different team that we're watching right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Arteezy invading the base. Insania just 2-shot here by Sumail. The Frost Shield's out onto this Huskar, but he's also doomed up, so there's nothing he can do. Mickey chased all the way back to his base. They'll take the healing ward. Koikva trying to run, but the Avalanche comes through. Arteezy's here. Taiga, this is Save Your Friend syndrome by far because Sumail gets the double kill. Now they look over at Taiga, who's locked inside the trees. Who's going to get the last hit? It will be Crit. So it takes away any possibility at a Rampage. And then the Omni Slash comes out. GG's being called by Alliance. EG from the brinks of defeat, being down 1-0, take the reverse sweep, and they will be going on to the upper bracket against Virtus Pro.
That was just a whole different level that EG showed from Game 1 to Game 2 and 3, and I absolutely love the draft where they all of a sudden just snap put Sumail on the Nature's Prophet. They fully baited out the Huskar as a last pick there, expecting to do something like that, and I mean, Alliance, they're gonna have to figure out something else than the Huskar if they want to move forward in this tournament. I think people are ready for it.
Yeah, I think the Huskar is that's a dead hero right now for Alliance. Maybe other teams are gonna use it in better ways, but Alliance just getting destroyed both times they pick up the Huskar. 6 kills total in this game to the 31 of EG, 10-0 and 11 for Arteezy, 6-0 and 21, involved in 27 of the 31 kills. Sumail, outstanding. And Fly, 6-0 and 14. So 3 heroes without deaths there. Evil Geniuses take game 3. They take the series 2-1. And that is it today. 3 series, 5:30 in the morning. And, well, EG, they're going on the upper bracket against VP. So any closing thoughts coming out on either of these teams coming into playoffs tomorrow?
Well, I'm actually really excited for this VP EG series. Those are teams that always seem to bring out the best in each other. I think that we're going to see some extremely high-level Dota tomorrow, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, we'll see what EG is able to do up against Virtus Pro. The series tomorrow are Liquid versus Secret, Fnatic against eHome, Virtus Pro against EG, and then I think that's only 3 best of 3s tomorrow. No best of 1s getting played. So those are your 3 series for tomorrow. And as for Vici